Hey there, everyone. Let's just get this sorted out. There we go. I think I might go with, no, we want to pull that over there so you can see me a bit better. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. My apologies. I just realized I thought I'd gone live, but I hadn't gone live. So these are the joys of live streaming. Now, I just want to find my comments section over here so that I can see if any of you making any comments. It's really great. I see there's 3 people on the stream already. Fantastic, guys. Sorry for keeping you waiting a few minutes. It's been a really exciting couple of weeks for me. Obviously, we've come through the Christmas season. January's done and February's already here. And I've had some exciting times over the last month or two. First of all, I've been playing a lot with the IKEA devices, those 21 devices that they launched as part of their Matter over Thread smart home launch. And there's been a lot of interest in those. There's been a lot of questions about them. My videos have just taken off like crazy. I've seen a lot of other people doing some really cool videos. There's been a lot of pushback as well from members of the general public not too clued up with smart home who've bought these IKEA devices and then found that they are just not able to connect them because they assumed could buy the device and connect it up. However, as we probably know, if you're doing Matter over Thread, you need some type of a hub. So yeah, interesting to see where all that goes. You'd obviously need an IKEA hub, or you'd need an Apple HomeKit with Apple Home, I believe, not HomeKit. And then you would need to be connecting that up so that the Thread network can build and connect all of your devices. Awesome. Let me just go into the comment section over here. Johnny, hey, welcome, Johnny. Great to see you made it. I'm glad to see you got my post on the Discord there and you managed to make it. It's awesome to chat again. And we've got Kiwi Smart Tech. Awesome. Welcome, Steve. Fantastic. Great to have you guys on board here. It's a Saturday morning here in New Zealand, 10 a.m. This time seems to be working well for my international audience. We seem to get people from US, Europe, and New Zealand, Australia. So that is super cool, guys. So yeah, I started off talking about IKEA. Oh, there was Johnny. Let's see. You need the IKEA hub. That's something they fail to tell people. Yeah, exactly, isn't it? Very, very sneaky. I don't know if it was a specific plan by them for people to see these devices for New Zealand dollars. Anything from $10 up to $60 seems to be the range. And then not realizing you've got to go and spend, I think the IKEA hub, they're talking somewhere $100 plus. Or you've got to have an Apple Home Hub Mini or something like that to be able to access these devices. So, yeah, I think they've made some enemies there. Quite a lot of people I saw looking at the reviews and comments, people were saying this is a rip-off because we bought the device and we can't connect it up. So, yeah, be interesting to see where that all goes. I've been connecting them to Home Assistant. I've had a huge amount of joy. They've worked really well. The only one product that was, as far as I'm concerned, a pretty much a beta product and didn't work well at all was the Belrisa scroll wheel. All of the others worked fantastic. My most favorite of all those devices is the air quality sensor. Very, very cool. It's working really well with the little Sensorion sensor inside it. So guys, tell me, what have you guys been up to over the last week or so? I'll tell you what I've been up to. Recently, I put together a little Zigbee DIY, my first Zigbee DIY device, and this for me was a big step. Currently, you're not able to flash devices for Zigbee using ESP Home. I've done a lot of ESP Home. I've loved it. It's super simple, but I found an a video on YouTube recently showing me how to flash it using Arduino. I did it, and I've created a video, and it's really awesome. Michael S., welcome. Good evening here from India. Oh, fantastic. That's great to have someone from India. I don't think I've heard anyone on India before from India on my live chat. So welcome, Indiana. You see, that's me not reading properly. Indiana, not India. Well, welcome from US. I haven't checked recently. Is it already available in Zigbee to MQTT? Michael, is that, are we talking about... So yes, I can create a device. I can take an ESP32C6. I can flash it with a using an Arduino IDE flasher, and then it connects to Zigbee to MQTT. But I can't do it via ESPHome as yet. Welcome, Crazy Finn. We got Crazy Finn all the way from Norway. Welcome. So saying we need another hub up to 10 soon. Well, no, you don't need a hub. If you're on Home Assistant and you've already got any type of Zigbee USB dongle, you can reflash that over as a thread border router. So yes, you would need a separate hub or a separate radio from your Zigbee radio, because Home Assistant did try it. They didn't manage to get Zigbee and Thread running on one radio. Now, on the other hand, the guys at Homey Pro, well, Homey, and the Homey Pro is the device I've got, they have managed to get Zigbee and Thread running on one radio. So very interesting, and it runs really well. I've been connecting heaps of stuff on my Homey Pro. So yeah, let's hope Home Assistant can do that one day, because it would be nice to cut out the number of radios that we need on our system. Hedja Norge. Hey, Johnny, you saying hi there to someone, I'm assuming. Oh, it's Crazy Finn. Awesome. Great stuff. Now, Kiwi Smart Tech, what are you saying? I've got to get me a Thread antenna, but happy with Apple HomePod as my Thread router. Yeah, I'm using Apple HomePod Mini as my Thread border router. I have been for a while now, and it's extremely stable. I did connect up the ZBT2 for a while, the new Home Assistant hardware, and managed to mess it up. I think I did something wrong. I was moving it between Home Assistant systems. I don't think Thread particularly likes having the routers move between different instances of Home Assistant, and it's not working at the moment. So I've gone back to my Apple HomePod, and that is working as an absolute dream for me for Thread border router. Okay, Michael's saying also nice job on your first device. Yes, thank you. It's really cool. Tiny little chip, you know what I mean? There it is. You do need the C6 for this. That's the only one with the Zigbee. Flashed it up first time, got it running, and I was able to control brightness, color, etc. on this little board. So yeah, great fun. Hopefully we can get more stuff going. I'd like to be able to start reading and controlling external sensors, not just the board itself. So yeah, not just the LED on the board. Okay, Indiana, USA. I know, Michael. That's me. I'm always like, it's quite a buzz running a live stream, as you can imagine, and you're sort of reading and you skim reading, and yeah, that's why I thought Indiana. Yeah, big mistake, but there we go. The IKEA devices, yes, Michael, they are pretty interesting, and they're really out there on the in the media. Everyone's talking about them at the moment. Johnny's saying, I installed some Relink cameras this week, set up Frigate as well. Oh, Johnny, I've got Frigate running. I'll tell you guys, talking about Frigate, man, I've just got Frigate running. I don't know if anyone's seen the news at CES that Switchbot launched an AI hub. And they've sent me that piece of hardware. I'm busy playing with it at the moment. I can't release any videos yet until the end of the month. But this device is a small little device, about that size. It's some type of rock chip hardware from what I can see. And on this device is it comes pre-installed with Frigate, with up to 8 cameras that you can connect locally. It also comes with Home Assistant pre-installed on it. And in the next couple of weeks, they're going to be adding OpenClaw to this device. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see where this is going, because this new Frigate 1.6, is it? Or yeah, 1.6 I think it is, with a facial recognition and number plate and all that. It is super cool, man. I am just loving it. Yeah. What I'm struggling with, Johnny, maybe you can help me, is I'm struggling getting my Reolink cameras, getting the RTSP set up correctly. I've turned the feed on, but I'm struggling to create the RTSP feed, the stream name, because I'm trying to get my outdoor cameras connected to Frigate. So yeah, if anyone's got any advice on that, that would be great. Yes, Frigate is not Frigate. Frigate, yeah, Frigate is super cool, man. The new version is just amazing. But what's interesting, when I ran Frigate first on my mini PC, I had a Google Coral running with Frigate. And I could see that without Frigate, it really struggled. Without the Coral, with the Coral, a lot better with one camera, but still using quite a lot of memory. This new piece of hardware that I'm playing with, man, it's a T6 or something. I'm not too up to speed on the latest hardware, but this thing runs cool, absolutely cool to touch. It's got an aluminium casing with a plastic lid, and it's running currently 3 cameras I've got installed. It's running, CPU is running about 42%, and GPU is running at like 5%. And is absolutely cool to touch, no heat at all. So I'm really interested to see when OpenClaw runs on this thing, what it's going to be like. All right. How is the setup, Johnny? Yeah, be interested to hear, Johnny. I mean, Johnny, you're an absolute legend. You know what you're doing with IT, so I'm sure it was pretty easy for you. But for me, man, I've had joy setting up Frigate. That's why I love it on this little pre-installed on this box, and I don't have to worry about setting it up. It's all done. How are you finding it, Johnny? Kiwi Smart Tech is asking. Yeah. Good, Johnny, give us your feedback. What are you doing with Frigate? I'll show you my Frigate just now. Real-Ink is easy. Frigate, not that much. Still haven't got the NVIDIA card to do the hard work. Yeah. It's quite tricky, isn't it, Johnny? How many cameras are you running and what hardware you're running it all on? Be interested to see because my Frigate is running pretty amazingly. It is... yeah, it's really, I'm super impressed with this new hardware, and it's going to be interesting to see where it all develops. Okay. Kiwi is saying, if it ain't broke, play with it until it is. Oh, yeah, man, I know that feeling exactly. I've messed up so many things, got them running, and then messed them up in my joys with Smart Home. Trust me, I've broken lots of stuff. Okay. Exciting. We'll be watching for that, Simon. Yeah, I know. Oh, man. I'm just loving the new device. I'm literally pretty gobsmacked at how well it's performing as of now. I've just got it running on an SD card in there. No external storage as yet. And it's running just beautifully. Okay. Yes. So you're saying you've bricked many devices. Yes, we've all bricked many devices, that's for sure. I think if you're not bricking devices, then you haven't been playing with them hard enough. You know what I mean? Because if you just install it and leave it there, it's pretty boring. All right. Michael's saying, a bunch of the fellas on DigiBlur's DIY Discord cameras channel us Frigate with Real-Ink might check in there. Bunch of fellas on DigiBlur DIY Discord. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. I mean, DigiBlur is super experienced. He's like another IT legend, and he's doing some great stuff. So I must actually, is that a free Discord to chat on? If it is, I'm going to go along and have a look because, yeah, it'd be great to know how they're doing. Michael's saying all Amcrest here at the moment. Amcrest cameras, I'm assuming that is. Johnny is saying it's an 8-year-old gaming PC running 3 cameras right now, but plan to add an outdoor camera when I got network up in the attic. We'll have at least 4 more cameras. Yeah. So 8 cameras seems to be quite happy with Frigate. That's what Smutchbots are talking about with their hardware. So that is, yeah, it's Frigate is just amazing. Literally, it is, for me, one of the coolest things when you get it running. I've got it running here. I've got this little Sonoff guy at the moment. He's pulling into my Frigate. I've got another camera inside, but I want to get my Real-Ink cameras sorted soon once I can find out how to do those RTSP streams. Okay. Lawrence, welcome, Lawrence. Lawrence is saying happy Friday. Great to have you here, mate. Yep. So that's what I've been doing. I played with that Zigbee ESP32. That was cool. I'm starting playing with this piece of hardware and running Frigate at the moment, and that is just awesome. Another thing that I've just been trying out the last few days, a lot of people have asked me for a nice, classy looking smart switch. And this is the most classiest smart switch I have seen yet. So this comes from a company called Repnik in the UK, okay? And this has got a properly machined brass little knob, okay? And that fits over there. It's got a beautiful brass switch plate over there. On the rear side, we've got a Zigbee dimmer switch on the rear side. I think this does up to dimming of up to 250 watts of load. The only limitations of this device at the moment is, first of all, it only works on 220 volts or 240 volts, 50 hertz. It's not available for 110. And the other limitation is it only works on a non-neutral system. So effectively the live comes in here and the live goes out. There's no neutral connection on here. So I can't actually use this in my own house. I just did some demos with an LED on the bench top here. And man, this is a beautiful device. Seriously, I mean, they're a little bit more expensive than your standard light switches that you can get. But this, for me, if I could do my whole house in these, I would definitely go for them. They are super, super cool. All right. Frigate is great with everything Amcrest, but still don't have the two-way audio working properly. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't even tried the two-way audio yet, so we will have to try that. Fishmonger, welcome on board, Fishmonger. I love that blue. What type of fish is that? That looks like something in a fish tank. It looks pretty awesome. Is that one of those fighting fishes or something? Where are you from, Fishmonger? Welcome aboard the live stream today. Okay. Kiwi Smart Tech. I have Eufy at the moment. CRUD integrations. Really? Yeah. Real-Link, I love Real-Link because it integrates so well into Home Assistant. Waiting for Real-Link to test them out and then we'll swap over. Yeah, I've got lots of Real-Link cameras here and having lots of fun. They are pretty cool and they really, really work well with Home Assistant. The level of integration is just unbelievable. The number of entities that they're pulling through is just amazing. All right. So Fishmonger is saying it's a midnight parrotfish. Wow, that is pretty cool. I like the look of that little guy. I've been watching a few videos recently of guys putting together amazing fish aquariums. Yeah, pretty cool. Jacksonville, Florida, good to be here. Fantastic. Lots of people from the US. Welcome, everyone. So, yeah. So talking about this week, what have you guys been up to? Johnny's obviously installed Frigate. I've got Frigate up and running again. I'm loving having it up and running. For me, just having your security cameras managed properly, the facial recognition in the Frigate is amazing now. Literally, it takes pictures of the people, you add them in, and it finds the angle and it tells you who that is. Also picking up all sorts of things in my house at the moment. It's telling me here's the fridge, here's the cat, here's the microwave. Pretty cool. Couple of false detections. It saw a leaf and it thought it was an umbrella, stuff like that. But overall, Frigate is just incredible. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing once I've got OpenClaw, Home Assistant, and Frigate running on this tiny box and then creating automations based off vision coming in. So this is, I think, the future of where AI, local AI is going at the moment. And yeah, it's for me, it's super, super fun because I don't really want to have to run a massive, great big server or piece of hardware like a big, the high-end, Mac minis and stuff or Mac, because it's just a lot of money. And yeah, I want to see stuff that's, the SwitchBot Hub, it's running for $250 US. That's pretty affordable if this thing can do what they're saying it can. So that video will be coming at the end of the month. I think around 27th or something of February, I'm able to release it. So yeah, watch out for that one. I think it's going to be great fun. All right, just waiting for Matter cameras. Yes, I've got my first Matter camera on the way. I can't tell you who it's from. It's all very secretive, but I have a Matter camera in the courier on the way to me at the moment. So I will be playing with that in next week or so. I think it's arriving. I've already got my tracking number. So yeah, Matter cameras are definitely here. The first manufacturer has already built one and they've sent it to me in the mail. Okay. So Johnny's saying Real-Link E1 Pro is nice. The standard E1 requires the hub. Don't buy that. Yeah, so certainly great, the ones that you don't need the hub. I've got currently with Real-Link, I've got a NVR running, one of the older NVRs, and I've got the Hub Pro running at the moment just to try it out. I don't know if I would buy all these hubs and that. For me, this running on a small device with a couple of SSDs plugged into it, and then running Frigate to control it is definitely the way to go. I think that's going to be just so cool. Okay. I've been too busy with work, but have so much I want to get done. I want to try it OpenClaw, but with guardrails. Yes, big time. I'm seeing a lot of people speaking about that, saying, watch out the guardrails for Claw. So, yeah, well, it'll be very interesting to see how it's going to run. But, yeah, I'm very aware of the concerns a lot of people have got over the security of this product. So, yeah, let's wait and see when that arrives. All right. But yeah, meta cameras, it's going to be interesting to see what meta cameras are going to be bringing in. I'm sure now that the first one is out, the others will be following very soon, and we'll see what the benefits are. Now, I'm assuming it's running Meta over Wi-Fi, this camera. It'd be interesting to see. I don't know, is Meta over Thread available? Yeah, perhaps you guys can tell me. So I'm guessing it'll just be Meta over Wi-Fi for a camera. I don't know if Thread is available to stream that amount of data. I can't imagine it would be. Perhaps you guys can tell me if it is or if it isn't. Okay. So what else have I been up to this week? I have been looking at ESPHome. I'm really enjoying ESPHome at the moment. I recently created a video doing my ESPHome mmWave sensor. That was a great project. I built a little 3D printed box with it, and it worked really well, and a lot of people are loving mmWave DIY. The price is just so good. I mean, $20 to make your own mmWave sensor with the LD2410, just super cheap and so easy, reliable. If you've got a 3D printer, you can print your box. If you don't have a 3D printer, just buy one of those cheap boxes that you can get off AliExpress or Amazon. Okay, what is Kiwi Smart Tech saying? I've been too busy with, that's the old one. Yeah, I've got another one here from you. Why is it not showing? Come on. What's going on? There we go. Meta over Thread would not be able to handle the traffic. Will be Meta over Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Lawrence is saying just Wi-Fi, not enough bandwidth. Yeah, I think we're all agreeing with that. Yeah, it's going to be Meta over Wi-Fi. Totally. I really need to figure out mapping with millimeter waves. I have a number of them. Yeah, the mapping can be quite tricky. Hey, Michael. So I don't know if any of you have seen, recently I did a video on the Everything Presence 1 new piece of software that he's created. It's a really cool thing. I'll show you quickly what it looks like. Let's just open up Home Assistant here and get into it with you guys. Let me just switch it over so that you can see my screen. I will share. Is this sort of share any good? Is that a better share? Not sure. Anyway, let's have a look at it. Okay. So let us see here. Millimeter wave. Yes, let me show you. Okay. So if you go down here, zone configurator, this is it over here. So this is the one that's been created by Lewis at Everything Presence 1. As you can see, this is my kitchen. I've mapped out my kitchen cupboards. I've got cupboards up here, and I've got my sink and my other cupboards over here. I've got a fridge over here. Then this is all space in the kitchen. And what it will do, I don't have it connected at the moment, but if it was connected, it would actually show me moving around in this room, and I can then start setting up different areas and everything like this. I think he's done a fantastic job of creating this. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on it, but I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, give that a try. If you have got anything, Everything Presence 1 sensors, worth a bash. Okay. Lawrence is saying Sonoff SN06P. Is that the outdoor camera, Lawrence? Just remind me, let's just check SN06P. Sonoff, let's just go on here. Sonoff SN06P. SN06P. Is that going to come up? Let's see. Which one is the 06P? This is the one. Yeah, that one is great. So that's the one you're running. Now, yeah, that's a cool little millimeter wave sensor. Great value for money. I mean, look at the price on that thing. $17. Oh my goodness. That is so cheap. It's actually come down a lot. Okay, it is only the 5.8 gigahertz millimeter wave, so that's probably why it's coming in so cost effective. But yeah, man, that is a good price, eh? That is, yeah, fantastic value for money. Sonoff really does give really good value for money, I must admit. I do like their products. Mr. Super Sidewinder, welcome. Great to have you here. Fantastic. Glad you could make it. Okay. Lawrence is saying, no, there's Zigbee millimeter wave. Yeah, exactly. Crazy Finn saw his release video, and since then my FP2 died. Been tempted to buy one of his. Oh, okay. That's a shame it died. Yeah, I don't know why. I've got a few of his, and they seem to be all well and fine. I'm using my own one at the moment, but yeah, his work, he's doing a lot of work in updating that software, and I'm really interested to see where it's all going to go. Yeah. Lawrence is saying $20. I have several. Yep, such good value. I tell you what, they are. Sonoff, just value for money is just amazing. All right, works on ZHA, Third Reality Smart Bridge MZ1. Yeah, that little Third Reality bridge is pretty cool. Is that the one, is that the Matter bridge, is it? I've played with that. It works well. It's, once again, Third Reality, great value for money. So it's easy. Yeah, the Matter bridge. That's right. Yeah, Lawrence, it's a cool little bridge. I'm actually going to get it out now because someone has asked me, will this work over the Matter bridge? And I'm going to test it out on that little Matter bridge and see what it's doing. All right. Anyone else have their voice PE failed to update? Mine has updated a few times, but 12.4 won't update install. That's interesting. I managed to, I think, brick one of mine as well. It seems they seem to have slowed down a little bit on the development work of the voice side of things. Be interesting to see what's going to happen next in voice. For me, voice is okay. It's obviously nothing near what you get with Miss A and these sort of things. But yeah, I do like the fact that it's local. I definitely like when I'm running my local, my voice presence, my voice sensor or voice, the talking box. I'm losing my words here. I certainly do always want to have an LLM connected because it makes it know a lot more sense and find things in your smart home. So that's why I'm so excited about this local LLM claw that I'm going to be running and see how it's going to operate. Okay. Yep, Mr. Super Cyberwine, are you saying yours failed as well, is it? Oh, my goodness, that's not very good to see. Let's hope that they manage to get their hardware issues sorted out. Yeah, not good when we've got hardware failing in such a short period of time, is it? Fishmonger saying, just ordered a couple of millimeter wave sensors for my ESP32. I don't have a printer. Is there a presence sensor specific case you'd recommend or just any ESP project box? Yeah, just any ESP project box. If you go on AliExpress or Amazon, you'll find heaps of them, couple of dollars. The beauty about millimeter waves, it goes straight through the plastic, so you don't have to worry about having an opening or one of those old domes like you needed for the PIR sensors. Just goes straight through the plastic and works like a bomb. So literally any box can work. Johnny is saying, seems they don't test the voice FW against newer ESPHome versions. Yeah, this is the concern with ESPHome, man. I've had long discussions with the guys at Apollo about this before, and yeah, they're doing so many changes to ESPHome, and it then means that any device that's running on ESPHome, it can basically have issues if it doesn't upgrade properly. So yeah, be interesting to see where all this is going. But yeah, my little ESPHome millimeter wave sensor is working just so well. It's one of the best things I've built yet with ESPHome. Lawrence is saying, I was looking into that home voice assistant firmware for the Echo Show. Yes, I saw that. I have a few in the drawer. Might be good to hack for Home Assistant. Yeah, that should be pretty cool. I did watch that. What is his name again? The British guy that did that. He does some excellent videos. It's so great to see that he's creating content again. And yeah, that was a cool video. I looked at my Echo Show 5, and unfortunately, I seem to have the wrong version. It seems it only works on the earlier versions or something. So yeah, unfortunately, mine doesn't seem to be on the list of what's going to work. Oh, fantastic. Welcome, Hill. Welcome to the crustacean army. I love that. Oh, goodness, the crustaceans have arrived. Open claw. There we go, Hill. You always bring joy to my live streams. So cool to have you on board, mate. Yeah, let's see what the crustacean brings, eh? Very, very interesting. Speaking of third reality and voice PE, seeing their voice and music assistant dev looks platonically sexy. Yeah, look at that, man. I have seen that. I must actually reach out to the guys at Third Reality and see if they can send me one of those, because they look really, really cool. Be great to see how it's going to perform. Also, obviously, you've got the other one, the satellite one. Have any of you guys tried satellite one? I haven't tried that yet, but yeah, I'm going to reach out to Third Reality and see if they can send me one of those, because I think that it looks pretty cool. No, it's still working, just won't update. It does stop responding and needs to be rebooted from time to time. Yeah, look, those devices, they do work well when they work, but you can have issues with them as well. So, yeah, I do like the hardware Home Assistant crew are at Nabucco creating, but yeah, there's obviously issues. David Sundaraj, oh, welcome. Hey, David, welcome on board. Whereabout are you from in the world? Great to have you here on the live stream. Glad to see you back and healthy. Yes, I am. I know. I was a little bit sick, but that was a long time ago. Yeah. Thank you. I'm very, very healthy at the moment. Johnny is saying, celebrates 12 months of membership. Yoo-hoo, a full year. I know. I made a comment about it. You see, I posted up, Johnny. So fantastic, mate. Really appreciate your support and all my other members. You guys are absolute legends. So, yeah, big shout out to Johnny there for 1 year membership of my channel. It's been amazing having you as a member, Johnny. I love my Third Reality devices. Yeah, I agree, Superside. They are really cool little devices, hey. They are just so simple. That's what I like about them, the simplicity. They always connect first time to Zigbee. They seem to stay connected. One of the ones I really like of theirs is the soil moisture sensor, because you can put it outside. It's completely watertight, runs on AAA. That's the other thing, the fact that they run on AAA batteries. Yeah, let's see what they're going to bring. I believe they had some cool devices at CES from Third Reality, so it's going to be very interesting to see. Now, I believe there's going to be an AI hub going to be relaunched by Reolink as well later this year. I think they said somewhere around September timeframe is their launch. So this seems to be the next wave of AI, is these local hubs that are being launched by companies to fit into their ecosystem. So yeah, let's watch out. Let's see what's coming. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, we do all have to be careful of security of these devices. Okay, sorry, got to bounce. 2 cars to get for WAF. As always, Simon, love your channel and content. Thank you so much. We'll chat again soon. Kiwi Smart Tech. David is saying, do you have any recommendations on handling automatic lights for the bedroom? Don't want the lights to turn on when someone is in bed, and I'm looking into bed sensors. Yes. David, you're totally onto it. Bed sensors are the answer, because you don't want PIR or millimeter wave sensors in your bedroom, because they might trigger and then wake you up in the middle of the night. I don't think the wife acceptance factor will be high if you are doing that. So yeah, bed sensors. Not sure what bed sensor you're looking at. If you buy the fully made ones, they're quite expensive. I'm going to look at building my own bed sensor. I'm going to order myself a little one of those pressure mats, but the mat without the smart piece, and then I'm just going to hook that up to either something like a Shelly or a one of those. I see quite a lot of people are adding them to the door and window sensors. So they just connect up the wires of the bed sensor to the door and window sensor, and then you've got a bed sensor. So great idea. All right, Kiwi is saying, have an awesome weekend, everyone. Thank you for that. I hope you do as well. Kiwi Smart Stick. Mr. Super saying, I have 12 of their plugs, a contact sensor, 2 thermometers, 5 motions, and a button. Wow, you must be a big fan of Third Reality Super. Yeah, I think it's a super cool little company. They are cost effective as can be, and they just work really well. They just sent me a whole lot of smart bulbs, value for money, man. Just super, super cheap and stuff that just works, simple and works. That's what I love. And I never have any problems with their devices not being able to connect or staying connected, which is just so cool. Johnny is saying maybe use zones with mmWave sensors. Yep, there's another one, Johnny. You could set up zones so that your bed is excluded. The moment you get out of the bed, you could actually trigger. So yeah, really good suggestion there, Johnny. Johnny's saying bye to Kiwi. Fantastic. Loving all of the communication here on the channel. I have a Withings bed sensor for medical measurements, but it works as a basic bed sensor as well. Oh, that sounds cool, Johnny. That Withing, yeah, is that like a sleep sensor, is it? That sounds pretty cool. I might just have to reach out to Withings and see if we can get a hold of one of those and try it out. Sounds like a cool option. Fishmonger is saying, do you have any favorite automation you've recently created? Okay, that is a really good question. I must admit, Fishmonger, that I actually, if you looked at my Home Assistant system, it's actually a disaster area, because basically what I'm doing the whole time is trying to create cool content for you guys, testing out, finding out new stuff, testing out new sensors, creating them with ESPHome, doing all of this stuff, and I never really get to creating my own automations. But let's have a quick look at my automations and see. As I say, excuse the mess of my Home Assistant, but let's take a quick look at my different automations, and I'll tell you which one of them I think is pretty cool, and perhaps which ones I've created recently. Okay, automations and scenes. Here we go. AI camera analysis, that's an oldish one, but that's quite cool. Arming my alarm. So this one honestly is something that I've done recently. My blind, and this is such a simple one, but honestly this one for me is just amazing. I've recently installed I've got a smart blind, a Matter-based smart blind, and I've got a semi-smart curtains I've just recently put in. And for me, one of the coolest things is seeing when it triggers and you get the blind going up and the 2 curtains opening across. For me, that's a cool automation. I know maybe it's not too exciting, but I enjoy it, I must admit. What else have I got here? The display automation, that's quite a cool one. It's very simple once again. I don't have these massively complex ones. My display in my kitchen, I have a computer monitor standing on top of my fridge. It's connected to a Raspberry Pi running Raspbian, and all I do is as I walk into the kitchen, it turns the display on and shows me my smart home dashboard. And I quite enjoy that. Although I recently tested the Shelly XL display, and I might be actually switching over to that soon. So yeah, that was a pretty cool automation. What else have we got here that's a cool automation? One thing that I do like is my automations for reminding me to do stuff, like the garbage bins, for example. So when I get up in the morning and it's a Friday morning and it's not a public holiday, so I love the new public holiday and weekday sensors that they've added into Home Assistant. So basically I wake up and then at 5:45 a.m. it will trigger I love the Apollo devices. They've got this little buzzer in them. So you turn them on and it plays a little tune, and then on my voice PE it says, time to put the rubbish out. So I really like that. So now my next thing is with Frigate. I want Frigate to look onto my front and see whether the bin is out. It's not going to be able to tell whether my bin, might check whether it's my neighbor's bin. But yeah, stuff like that is where I want this localized AI to start coming in and working together with the rest of my system. All right. Super is saying, I made a cool automation for my overhead door. automatically retries up to 6 times to close and notifies if it fails. It's smart about the open too. Oh, cool. That sounds awesome. Anyone else that's watching the stream here, please let us know what your favorite automations or your latest automations are. I'm really interested to hear from you. Welcome 29 CJ Lopez. Did I miss the local LLM talk? I just went all LLM, no more local intents for my voice PE. Ah, okay. So no, we have been talking a bit about local LLM, Lopez. We certainly have. We've got a couple of people that are running Frigate. We've also got Hill Phantom, one of my members of my channel is on board here as well. He's running a couple of local LLMs. I think Claw seems to be the latest everyone is talking about. So no, we're still talking about it, and feel free to ask any questions about what your thoughts are. Personally, I'm testing a local LM. It's going to be this open claw soon, and I'm also running Frigate with that. I've got a new SwitchBot hub that I'm trying out, which I'm pretty excited about. But let us know what you're doing and what you're interested in knowing about. Crazy Finn, do you guys have any favorite USB devices used with Home Assistant for getting Thread and Matter? I was looking at ZBT2, but always out of stock here, sadly. Oh, that's a shame. So there are lots of ways that you can get Matter over Thread, Crazy. I'm using at the moment, because I managed to, brick my ZBT2 or whatever. I'm using my HomePod Mini, Apple HomePod Mini at the moment, and that is absolutely awesome. But you can literally flash most of the Zigbee USB hubs. You can flash them over to Thread. If you've got a Sonoff dongle, for example, they've got a flasher, flash it over, and it will work with Thread. So yeah, there's lots of options for those devices. Hill is saying, if we get over 1 meter snow, my lights flash and alarm plays. Lol, simple and effective. Yeah. Isn't it always the simple ones that are best? So how are you telling when there's 1 meter of snow, Hill? That's what I'm interested to know. Are you basing it, is your weather sensor telling you, have you got a weather station that can tell you how much snow has fallen, or have you got a sensor as it reaches a certain level up against your house, or is it pulling in from your local weather? Are you skimming off the weather service? Interested to know. Johnny's saying, I skipped USB totally, went to SM Lite over Ethernet. There we go. So you got SM Lite, they've got all sorts of products. This is the most recent guy that I've been testing. Look at this one. Isn't this funky? It looks like some sort of a spaceship, I reckon. Look at the way that goes. You've got 2 antennas there, all right? You've got another 2 antennas you can add on the side here. So these are 2, one is a Zigbee antenna, one is a Wi-Fi, I think. You can put in a Z-Wave antenna on this side and another, there's so many antennas. This thing is absolutely crazy. So yeah, that's SM Lite, always coming up with something cool to the market. Bought a bunch of cheap new thread leak sensors from IKEA, integrated with my smart valve to turn off my water and alert me or let me know when the leak is detected. Yep, I've got the leak sensor from IKEA and it's great. It works perfectly. It's connected up and it is a great solution. So yeah, very smart. The only thing I don't have is the smart valve at the moment. So yeah, I wouldn't mind putting something like that in. Okay. Johnny is saying, I have an automation that notifies me that Simon is streaming his minis. You're on it. Nice one, Johnny. There we go. I'll mark that as the best automation so far. Let's see if anyone can beat that. Nice work. I love you, my loyal members, Johnny. Thank you so much. Now, what are you looking forward to this year? For me, it is seeing if companies release Zigbee 4.0 SUSI devices. I need some long-range connection sensors and switches. Yeah, Zigbee 4.0, that should be interesting. I mean, they've announced it. They seem to have created the standard, but who's going to be the first one to launch it? Yeah, I don't know. Let's wait and see. I'm sure it won't be far off. The moment I have some word of it, I will let you know, and let's hope we can get it going there. So Hill is saying, I get sensor data from Snowtel stations for backcountry. So it's actually from multiple spots, high up, public data pulled. Nice one. Thank you, Hill. All right. Crazy Finn, Johnny Bergdahl. Ooh, I like that idea. We'll check that one out. Fantastic. There we go. Another one. Good one for you, Crazy Finn. Hill is saying, CJ Lopez, what up, man? Good to see you. What muddle you running? Cool. There we go. Yeah, let's talk about this open claw, man. I'm excited. I'm just waiting for it to drop. They said to me it's going to be dropping anytime soon. I had an update the other day, but it didn't update it didn't bring in claw. So yeah, just waiting for that, and we will see soon. Needs Hex YouTube integration. Ah, nice. I must try this. I didn't even realize there was a Hex YouTube integration, Johnny. Let's go and have a look at that quickly and see. Okay, so if we go, well, that's not where I want to be. If we go and we share two screens again like that, let's see if we can go, yeah, so Hex, where's my Hex? Okay, so we're going to go YouTube, is it, Johnny? Go away, we don't need that. YouTube, music player, YouTube, is it this one over here, Johnny? A platform, because that's the music player. It looks like this one. Let's try that. YouTube, okay. Platform which give you info about the newest video on a channel. Is that the one you're referring to, Johnny? Just let me know if it is. I will load it up and we'll move further on. Lopez is saying, I vibe coded an integration to route all the commands to my local LLM. Also connected it to Frigate, so I have voice commands that check my cameras and do real-time voice analysis via voice, video analysis via voice. Sounds really cool, CJ. That's what I'm hoping to be doing in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, that's the way we're going, eh? It's all about this video, and if you need help, I'm on Simon's Discord. Oh, thank you, Johnny. It is so fantastic to have you there on the Discord. And yeah, I'd like your thoughts on this, Johnny. So that Discord currently I had just set up for channel members, and obviously you are my first channel member. So I'm asking you this. Do you think we should just open this Discord up to everyone? Do you think I should start a second Discord for everyone? Let me know what your thoughts are, Johnny, because yeah, I see Discord is really popular. So yeah, let me know what you think there, because I love the way that my people are able to help each other. Hell Phantom, you're asking CJ, what LLM are you running though? Okay, yeah, let's hear what he's running. I'm interested to know. As I say, it's going to be hitting me very soon, this OpenClaw, and I will be testing it out, guys. Okay, so let's just go back here. I'm just going to quickly try this YouTube. Let us see if we can get it. Where do I download it? Ah, there we go. Download the bottom there. Here we go. Version, release. Oh, 4 years ago. Wow, it's quite an old one, eh? Let's see if this is going to work. I'm going to download that. Uses web scraping. A better implementation will be to use the API. Oh, is there an API now from YouTube? Breaking change videos, trigger state, attribute URL. Ah, interesting. Okay. So we've got to paste this in as a trigger in our YAML. Video and stars are now reported. Okay, interesting. Well, we'll have to try this out and see if we can get it running. Johnny's saying, no, you can have closed channel for us important people. Okay, there we go. So I can actually as I say, I'm a newbie to Discord. So what you're saying is that I can have some channels that are closed up just for the special people who are my YouTube channel members, and then another one that is open. I will have a look at that. I will set that up, Johnny, because I'd love to be able to have an area where people like you, we've got so much experience, can support people that are starting off. Quen3VL, there we go. That's what's running, CJ. That's what's running. Phil Hill, let us know what you think of that. Go with the public channel if you want, but then have a members channel in the same Discord. Thanks. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Hill. I will get to setting that up immediately. Yo, Hill Phantom, what's up, homie? Nice. You guys obviously know each other. Cool to have people meeting. Good to see you, big dog. Nice one, Hill. Awesome, guys. So, yeah, let's see if we can get this little YouTube thing working. Let's go back here. Okay, let's see if we can get this YouTube working. Now, don't laugh, guys. This is when we're playing with YAML, there's always expecting dramas to be happening. Example configuration in the YAML installation. To get started, pull the all files from custom components configuration. This is sounding quite interesting. We've got a sensor, platform YouTube, and then the channel ID. What if I just go and create a sensor? Let's try this. Okay. So guys, I am flying in the dark here, as I say. So we'll go here to Studio Code Server. I'll paste this in. We'll see what's going to happen. All right, let us paste. Come on, can't we paste? Control V. There we go. YouTube. Incorrect type. Expecting string array. You see, this is where I always run into dramas. Do I need that other piece as well? Let's see. Yeah, doesn't like that. Quinn, 3VL, video analysis, and tool are insanely good. Great. That sounds awesome, guys. I'm excited about this good old Claw. Let's just quickly have a look at the Claw website here. Claw. Is that going to get me in it? Let's see. Claw. No, that's Canva. Open Claw. Let's have a look at these models. Open Claw Personal Assistant. Here we go. And you guys can see my screen. Yep. Open Claw. Partners AI that actually does things. This is what I like about this thing. It can basically, from what I understand, can run on a relatively small piece of hardware. Okay. Runs on your machine, Mac, Windows, Linux, Anthropic AI. Open chat, talk to on WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord. Persistent memory. This I like. The fact that it can actually memories for long term. Browser control the web, full forms, full system access, read your, write your files. That's the scary part, isn't it? Plugins. And I understand it's really good at controlling Home Assistant. So, yeah, very, very interesting, isn't it? What is Hill saying? I'm using a Minimax 2.1 with OpenClaw, $20 a month. Have not hit a limit yet. Interesting. Minimax 2.1. What is that, Hill? Minimax 2.1. Is that the model? Today releasing the model. Okay, there we go. Yep, that's the model. Significantly enhanced multi-language program built for real-world complex tasks. Yeah. So what I really like is the fact that it'll be able to go in. My thoughts are, reading camera data and doing things with it, telling what's going on outside your house, inside your house, and then adjusting the house, being able to change Home Assistant, being able to send messages to me. This is what I'm really, really excited about, guys. So, yeah, can't wait to see what you all think. Okay. How are you liking OpenClaw? CJ is asking. And Fishmonger is saying, is that via MPC or via Hex? I was trying with a Hex there. Johnny's saying, I have a newer version of the integration on my GitHub. Okay, cool. Well, I'll check that out because, yeah, that seems a super old one. 4 years ago, man. A lot of things have changed since then. Posted a link in Discord. Cool. I'll check that out after the live stream, Johnny, and I'll see if I can get it up running because I really like that idea. We've all got our favorite channels that we're following. And, interested to know from you guys, which other channels are you following at the moment on YouTube? I've got quite a diverse range of channels that I follow. Obviously, I've got my Home Assistant channel, so I pretty much try and follow just about every single Home Assistant YouTube channel that I can because I find they all come with interesting stuff. You know what I mean? Everyone pops up something like that Zigbee thing that popped up the other day. That was great. That was fun. So, yeah, I follow a lot of them. I also follow audio channels. Let's see. Johnny is saying, mine supports the @channel style. That's easier than having to go into that long string sort of channel, isn't it? So I follow, a lot of every single YouTuber basically that does Home Assistant content. I'm out there. I'm busy building up a retro hi-fi system at the moment. So I've been following quite a lot of channels where I'm watching sort of sound reproduction, speakers and amps and record players. Yeah, I just bought a turntable and stuff like that. I quite enjoy that. And then I've been watching some other interesting channels. There's a guy from Russia that I watch. Oh my goodness, he does the most fantastic videos. He's just really, really interesting little videos about odd things that he's bought off AliExpress and stuff like that. Interested to hear from you guys. What YouTube channels are you watching? Another thing that's really interesting, I did a bit of a a poll on my channel the other day to ask about local LLMs. I wanted to know how many people are running local LLMs at the moment and how many people want to in the future. And I'll show you the outcome. This was quite interesting. So if we go into my community, where do I find it? Polls. We've got to go to the actual channel here and look at the polls. There we go. Posts. All right. And polls, yeah. So do you run a locally hosted large language model? 20% are currently running it. 30% said no, they're not running it. But 43% said planning to one day. So that's 63% of people are wanting to run an LLM locally. So that's a large amount of number, and it's really interesting. Now, recently I did load one as an add-on to Home Assistant. I ran it, Kirill, I don't know if anyone follows Kirill's channel, but he showed you how to install it as a local as an add-on in Home Assistant, and that worked pretty cool. Mine's just a mini PC. It's a small 8-year-old mini PC I'm running on, so I couldn't get it running very fast. I could just do the tiny models, sort of the 1 billion models, and yeah, it worked okay. It was able to talk to me, tell me a story, stuff like that, but it can't control Home Assistant. So yeah, we'll see what's going to be coming in the future. I'm sure there's lots of interesting things coming. Yeah, so that's pretty much for today, guys. We've had an hour-long stream. It's been really fantastic chatting to all of you regulars, plus a couple of new people. Lawrence is just saying, yeah, before we go, my guilty pleasure on YouTube are the Disney World live streamers. Ah, interesting. Living Diz and that crazy Disney lady. Yeah, interesting. I might check those out, Lawrence. So quite sad, the passing away of that guy, Mr. Who or whatever he's called, that was doing all the Disney stuff. Yeah, very sad. Yeah. Disney channels, interesting. I've never been to Disneyland. I'd love to visit one day. Yeah, you guys are lucky in the States that you've got all that cool stuff there. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to have to call it now. My voice is starting to go. 1 hour seems to be my limit of being able to talk. It's been really cool having you all here. Big shout out once again to my channel members. Johnny for 12 months as a channel member. Hill for, I think you're on 4 or 5 months already. Thank you, guys. Anyone else wants to join the channel, I'd really appreciate it. It's so nice knowing. And I will see you all in the next live stream. Awesome, guys. Cheerio then.